Hey guys, Miss Gruver here. I'm going to be talking to you the next few weeks about archetypes. The definition of an archetype is a universal and reoccurring image, pattern, or motif representing a typical human experience. We're going to be taking a look at colors, numbers, places, objects, and situations. So let's take a look at colors. The first color we're going to take a look at is green. Green can be a very positive color. If you think of springtime, you've got the nature, earth, fertility, growth. It can also be a very hopeful color. It can be a very wise color, but it can also have a negative connotation when you think of envy or jealousy. So here's a couple of photos I have. The growth, the nature, and then here we've got two dogs, and one is jealous because the other one has a larger bone than the other. Our next color is red. Red is a very powerful color. It can be passionate, both on the love and hate side of it. Love, anger, blood, violence. It's a very emotional color because people can get very fired up about things. And actual fire itself, along with heat. So here are some images. You've got the blood for the violence. It can also be romantic, but then if you also look at it, you can see anger too. So it's just kind of dependent upon how it's used. So you'll have to use your textual evidence to infer that. Yellow. Yellow is a positive color usually. It's pretty bright and happy. Refers to sunshine, which can be knowledge. It does have one negative connotation, and that's cowardice. And for those of you that remember The Wizard of Oz, you have the Cowardly Lion, who is depicted here in yellow. We also have some light bulbs in the sun. Orange. Orange is a prideful color. It comes with ambition. It can also mean fire and warmth, and it's also a color for the self-sacrificing hero, and that's another archetype that we'll get into later. So here you can see how some Disney animators will use the color orange for pride, ambition, and self-sacrificing. Blue. Blue's a great color. Blue has both equal positive and negative sides to it. Blue can be rebirth, calm, tranquil. It can represent heaven and devotion. But on the negative side, it can also be sad and moody, which is actually where we get the term blues as a musical genre. So here are some images depicting how the color blue can be interpreted. Purple or violet. Purple is a pretty powerful color. It can stand for nobility and wealth. It's very mysterious and also works in advanced spirituality. So here you've got your cloak for graduation, which has the purple markings on it. And then on the right, you have the woman who is dressed in purple, which signifies her nobility. Gold. Gold is a majestic color. It represents the sun, which represents knowledge. And it's also a masculine color. It's a masculine because of the sun. If you notice that no matter what time of day you go out and look, the sun is there at the same time every day. So you have that constant, which denotes masculinity. Where on the flip side, you have silver or gray, which represents the moon, wealth, and denotes femininity, because the moon is constantly changing. And we can get more on that in the classroom. And here's some more images to help walk you through that. White. White can mean purity, innocence, peace. In the East, it is the color of mourning, meaning when you go to a funeral, people will wear white. And there's a picture of a woman in a bride's dress and a picture of a dove, which represents peace. Black. Black can mean chaos, the unknown, death, evil, mysterious and powerful, sexy and sophisticated. And black is the color of mourning in the West. So when we go to funerals here in the West, we usually wear black. And so here are some visuals depicting the color black. So those are your main archetypal colors. So now you've got a list down here: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Joker, Yoda, and Darth Vader. So what I'd like for you to do is just choose a superhero or villain from the list below, and based on what you've learned about the color, why do you think your hero wears the costume he or she wears? And does the costume fit into the archetypal structure for that color? So if you would please go ahead and jot something down and bring that to class with you tomorrow. Thanks very much. See you guys in class.